This is the last Thursday of term, Thursday the 16th of July, and my assembly is on the process of reflection. So, yesterday saw the virtual sports day. I'm sure you all had a fabulous time. How did you get on with the challenges? So, did you compete? Did it make you feel good? And I hope you enjoyed it. I wonder if anybody beat the teacher. I bet you didn't. We're a fabulous bunch. I bet nobody could beat us. And then have you thought about your enrichment activities? Make sure you've tweeted us. Let Miss Dunn know so that we can evaluate how well that went. So, topic for my assembly is reflection, and the image there is really sort of explaining what reflection is. It's all about looking back, thinking back over what you've done in order to move and look forward. Self-reflection is that time where you really think about, evaluate, give serious thought to things like your behaviours, your attitudes, what motivates you and what you want to do. And in the process of doing that, it helps you to find the why questions, the why behind all the things that you do. So if you behave in a certain way, it gives you time to actually think about why you do that. If you're motivated to do certain things, why is that motivation there? Have you got an end goal in sight? If you reflect effectively, it helps you to look back and evaluate where you're going, what you want to achieve, and then you can make some decisions. If you're on the right path and you're happy with things, it sort of reaffirms that and makes you feel good. If you think, well, I could do things differently, or I'm not quite where I want to be, that reflection gives you the time to think about it and make any changes necessary. So my assembly is quite short because I want you to actually do the reflection. So sorts of things that you could reflect on. And I think the time that we've had in lockdown has been so different. It has given us time sometimes to actually look back at ourselves and what we're doing. And I think we need to sort of stop before you finish the term and actually reflect on what you've achieved, how well you've done, and things that you may want to change. So certain things that you may want to reflect on, you might want to think about what you're like as a friend. So in lockdown, it's really brought out the best in people, hasn't it? And have you sort of done things during lockdown that you'd really like to continue? What are you like as a family member? Everybody has had more time at home, which could be good or it could be bad. And reflect on whether you have acted in a way that you're happy with. What are you like as a student? So perhaps if you haven't engaged as much as you could have done, do you want to make a change when we come back? Are you pleased with what you've done? Are you pleased with the work that you've done? Some of you have been posting fabulous videos and things of your work, and that's really good to reflect back on, and it'll give you a bit of a boost when you look back at how much you've done. And think of what is your motivation. Have you got that goal? Have you looked at Miss Bangal's student development pages? Do you know the career that you want to actually pursue later in life? If you haven't got that motivation, that might be something that you want to reflect on and think about where you want to be. So the art of reflection is that where you sit, you think, you evaluate, and you possibly write down those things that you have been reflecting on. But the key to reflection is that growth that comes after it. So if you've reflected and thought, well, I wasn't a particularly good friend, I didn't reach out to people, you've then got to make those adjustments to things that you're not happy with. You've got to make those changes. How are you going to go about it? What are you going to do to make those changes? Do you need anyone to support or anything to support you? Resources or time or somebody in your family or in school? And then when you've sort of got an idea of the reflection and the evaluation, what is success going to look like for you? So if you've said, let's go back to the friend, I want to make these changes, what will a good friend look like to you? So I want you to spend the rest of the time during the assembly time to actually do that reflection. So to pose yourself some of those things, reflect on different areas, and hopefully then that will allow you to look back and then make some changes so that you can move. So my challenges are obviously reflection led. So I want you to think about how you've spent time in lockdown, how has that had a positive effect on you and your family life, what adjustments have you had to make, how did they turn out, and what challenges have you faced during that time? How did you overcome them? How did you stay motivated? And I'd love to read some of those. I've jotted my email address down there. You can always tweet them, pop them on any of the pages. I'll start a sort of bit of dialogue going after the assembly on Thursday, but I really want you to use that time to look back and reflect. So we're in Jump Back July, and 16th says on there, when things get tough, say to yourself, this too shall pass. So that's basically saying that everybody has bad days, and when you have a bad day, it's not going to last forever, and you just need to look on the bright side and think tomorrow will be a new day and tomorrow will be different. As always, you know who to call out for if you need any support, and those people are there during the day to answer any of your questions. And you've got the online and the emergency services that you can contact. So have a brilliant Thursday, your penultimate day in lockdown school. Miss Pritchard is taking the assembly tomorrow, but spend that time reflecting. Think about what's happened, how pleased you are with it, and how you're going to grow and develop as a person. Have a great day.